Hello, good morning to you everyone. Welcome to TechEasy. Today in this video we'll see how you can download and install Jira application software on Linux machine. See here, this is my VMware. Okay, now I'm going to download Jira software for Linux 64-bit and I'm going to install this through Putty software. First of all, I'll open the Google and just search for something like Jira download for Linux. So yeah, after that you need to visit this website. I'll drop the link in the description. If you want, you can check it. atlassian.com/software/Jira/download, and here I'll choose Linux 64-bit and I'll click on download. So I'll just click on this agree further terms and conditions and I'll right click on this and I'll just copy this copy link address so that directly I'm not going to download to this my Windows computer, but I'll directly download through Putty here. So first of all, Putty is already installed on my computer and VMware is also downloaded. If you don't know how to install this VMware and Linux CentOS image on that, I already did a video tutorial. I'll drop that too on the description. You can check it. So just open the Putty here. Okay, to connect Putty and this VMware Linux CentOS machine, I should get the IP address of this machine. So what I'll do is I'll just search like something like ifconfig on this machine. So let us see what is the IP address of this machine. So see here, when I search something like ifconfig, this is the IP address what I get. So I need to copy this. I need to copy and I'll open the Putty. And here I'll paste the IP address and the port is 22. I'll click on open. So I need to log into this machine first. So I'll log in as root and I know the password of this particular machine. So I'll enter the password. Yeah, I'll quickly change this appearance so that it will look good. Yeah, I have changed the appearance. So here. So now I am under the present working directory in the root. So I'll be going to the root. And here I'll quickly create one directory or the folder which is something like uh, Jira installation, something like that. Okay, see here under Jira installation, I'll switch to first of all Jira installation and here I'm going to this one download this particular Jira software here first. To download, we should write a command called wget and the URL and click on enter. So automatically this Linux machine will download the software from that particular source or the website and will it include in here. So once it is 100% completed, I'll get back to you. Okay, see here it has 100% completed, so it is totally downloaded. So you can check with list ls command. This bin is for in Linux, this bin is the executable file just like windows.exe. So I'll quickly clear everything. Yeah, now I'll try to install this. To install bin extension software in Linux, it is simple. You need to use dot slash and the package name. Yeah, I just copied it and right click on this so that it get pasted, and when I click on hit enter, it is saying that permission has been denied. This is due to because I need to check what permission does it has. We need to use a command called ls-ll and hit on enter so that there is no execute permission here. I need to give something like change the permissions with chmod, change modify the permissions for this. I gave something like 700 for this particular file. I'll right click on it and I'll click on enter. Now if I check, there is read write executable permission. Now what I'll do is I'll just try to install it now. Now I has permissions over that Atlassian Jira Software.bin. So the installation process now begins. It may take up to like 2 to 3 minutes. See here, this will install Jira software on your computer. If it is okay for you to, you need to press OK and click on enter on your computer. Click on the next or cancel the setup. So what you need to install, Express install or custom install or upgrading an existing Jira installation. So I'll choose two, which is the custom installation. Just follow the instructions on your screen. Select the folder where you like to Jira software to be installed. So yes, this option is enabled. See, if you want to change the path, you can choose something like your own path you can give. I'm just choosing something like Jira new because the old path I on and version, so default version, default location for Jira software data. Yeah, I'll choose quickly another location. See, you can just leave it to the defaults. You no need to create these new paths because my computer already has a earlier Java version. That's the reason I'm changing it. See, it is asking whether you are okay with the 8080 port or you want another ports. If 8080 is free and available on your machine, you can just hit on enter one and hit enter. If you want to choose a custom, choose two and enter. I'll give the port number as 8082 and the control is okay 80005. Jira can run in the background. Yes. So install as service. Click on I and enter. So it is extracting the files. This may take like 2 to 3 minutes. See here, as I already mentioned, there is the older version of Java for me. Jira for me. That's the reason it is saying like, do I need to override this file? I am saying yes. But remember, this step won't be shown to you. Okay, it will just purely install the Jira on your machine. Please wait a few minutes while Jira software is configured. Yes, you can click on Y and click on enter. Please wait few minutes while Jira software starts up. Launching Jira software. See here, this is the easiest installation on Linux machine and it just hardly take 2 to 3 minutes and you can open this Jira application through Chrome browser. I'll show you how you can do that. Yeah, see here, the Jira installation has successfully completed and it is saying you can access Jira through localhost on this virtualware machine directly on the Linux. But I want something like here, I'll just get that installation Jira application run on my Chrome browser. For that, I need the IP address of this machine. So I'll go to putty. I'll clear everything. I'll just use ifconfig and this I'll copy here. I have copied this and on my Chrome browser I'll just paste the URL means the IP address and colon 80808082 is the port number what I have used to run the Jira application on the Linux machine. See here, this site can't be reached. This error is due to because the port 8082 is not yet open on this machine. So I need to open on Google. You can search something like firewall command to open new ports, and this is the command what I need to execute on my machine. So what I'll do is I'll just go to my machine. This command, see, firewall command add port 8080 TCP as the permanent. You need to hit on enter. So what this command what this command do is it will release the port 8080. See here, I already executed this command on my machine. That's the reason it is showing already enabled for you. It will show success. Okay. After this command, you need to launch means execute this command also, firewall command reload. So once you reload this, everything gets refreshed. You can check with this command, firewall command, list of ports what are public, and see here 8080 8082 is also enabled. Now go to the Chrome page and just refresh this page. If your Jira Atlassian has loaded up, everything is well and good and fine. If it is not loaded, you need to check whether Jira is running or not. So for to do that, you need to use a command called ESCF-pipe operator with the combination of grep under Jira. See here, this will list whether Jira instance is running on this computer or not. Currently, this Jira is running. If Jira is not running, you need to go. Yeah, if Jira instance is not running for you by any chance, you need to just browse through this path. Means cd opt slash Atlassian, something like that. You need to appear in this bin folder. Under bin folder, you will have something like startup.sh. This is the service you need to run manually. You can do something like dot slash startup.sh. When you execute this, automatically Jira will start running, and then when you refresh this page, this is what you'll see up. Then you can set up something like click on next, and you can give the database and etc etc. I'm not going to show you in this tutorial, but I'll do a part 2 for this. I hope you like this tutorial, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.